Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I want to break down the full Assassin's Creed Mirage PC system requirements. Very excited for this game. It feels like, Assassin's Creed, as much as I have disliked the recent entries, maybe dislikes a little bit too strong of a word, they just haven't been my cup of tea. The shift from, what Assassin's Creed was into Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla really hasn't been for me. I've played each one of those aforementioned games, tried to get into them, and, I enjoyed Valhalla from a thematic standpoint. Vikings are my cup of tea, so, that was what it was, but obviously, I like the throwback Assassin's Creed, and Assassin's Creed Mirage really does seem to be a bit of a throwback. It's a smaller world that has been compared to the size of Assassin's Creed Unity, the greatest PC port of all time, and Assassin's Creed Syndicate's open world, and on top of that, instead of being north of, 100, 150 hours, completionist runs are going to be around 30 hours, which I know some people are a little bit reserved about, like 30 hours for an Assassin's Creed game, even the older Assassin's Creed games, that's a little bit on the shorter side, especially when you look at, like, a Black Flag. Like, if you were trying to 100% Black Flag, this is gonna be way longer than 30 hours, but nevertheless, I'm excited for it. It is $49.99 for the base edition, $59.99 for the deluxe edition. Deluxe edition is kind of like memes, but if you do want to play the game, remember, it's only available through Ubisoft Connect. Kind of a bummer there. I imagine it'll come out on Steam like a year after. I should also note it is available on Epic Games Store, and I know you guys love to buy your games on there, but, yeah, so it's available on the Epic Games Store, available on Ubisoft Connect, and it's available through the Ubisoft subscription service, Ubisoft Plus. The Crew Motorfest just came out, so if you want to play AC Mirage and Crew Motorfest, you can sign up for that service now, play Crew Motorfest, and come October 5th, I believe it is, you can play Assassin's Creed Mirage. But we have the system requirements, and credit to Ubisoft, 4 tiers of system requirements. I think 4 tiers is the perfect amount. Get this 2-tier nonsense out of here these days. That's not gonna fly, but 4 tiers, that's perfect, and we have specifications on all of them, so let's break it down. Minimum 1080p. This is for low settings at 30 frames per second. You're looking at an Intel Arc A380, an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060, or an AMD Radeon RX 570. Remember that this game is on PlayStation 4, so don't expect these system requirements to be crazy. Intel Core i7 4790K or an i5 8400, and then an Ryzen 5 1600, 8GB of RAM on the minimum end, and then 40GB of SSD storage. They know just SSD storage, no hard drive tomfoolery here, although, PS4s run on hard drive, so it's like, I'm sure you'll be fine with a hard drive if you are still about that lifestyle. 1080p, high 60 frames per second. You're looking at an Intel Arc A750, a GTX 1660 Ti, and an RX 5600 XT, i7 8700K, Ryzen 5 3600, and 16GB of RAM. Even if it's a cross-gen title, like 16GB of RAM recommended, I think it's just gonna be the regular thing going forward with all, like, major releases. Obviously, if you have, like, a smaller scale release, I don't think 16GB is going to be recommended, but seems to be something pretty regular moving forward. Enthusiast is 1440p, high settings at 60 frames per second. By the way, high settings is not the maxed out settings. It is ultra, and we'll get to that in a bit, but 1440p, high 60 FPS, Intel Arc A770, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070, or an RX 5700 XT, i7 9700K, or a Ryzen 7 3700X is noted. There's 16GB of RAM for enthusiasts as well, so that's high 60 FPS at 1440p, and finally, we have ultra settings, and the ultra, I should say the ultra, like, tier. This is 2160p 4K ultra settings, so this is one notch above high, 60 frames per second. You're looking at an RTX 3080, RX 6900 XT, an Intel Core i5 11600K, or an AMD Ryzen 5 5600X, and 16GB of RAM. Once again for ultra as well. Kind of surprising there, it didn't go 32 or any crazy like that. I shouldn't say too surprising, but there you go. They did note DirectX 12, uncapped frame rate, in-depth customization option, hybrid input, multi-monitor, and widescreen support, which is nice in-game benchmark for performance analysis. So there you go. That is the full breakdown. And I also want to let you guys know that Ubisoft was nice enough to invite me to play this game early. I played it a few weeks ago, and I had a enjoyable time playing the game. It definitely had that air of being a throwback Assassin's Creed title, and what I played of it, I did enjoy. The mission they took took me through was a regular assassin mission where you find information on a hidden target, and then as you uncover more and more information and who this person is, you ultimately find your target and take them out, which very much felt like an old Assassin's Creed mission. If we get stuff like that, I think it is going to be an enjoyable game. It's not a total throwback from a gameplay standpoint to the older Assassin's Creed titles, but I found the combat fairly enjoyable. They also have this thing where you can target multiple enemies and kind of just flash to them and not take them all out. That was pretty cool, and definitely a nice added element to the game. But I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Mirage. Do note that this game did start off as an expansion to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Then it formed into its old game, and I feel like that's why they did lean on this. Hey, this is a throwback to an Assassin's Creed. So they had something to latch onto to promote this game. There's a reason why it's $49.99. Whenever you see a game that's $50 instead of $60, do not be foolish into thinking, oh, this is Ubisoft having the best interest for the consumer. No, they know that this is a smaller scale game, so they're gonna charge you $10 less. You look at publishers and publishers these days, they're gonna try to get away with the most expensive price whatever they can. You know, they're not slashing $10 off the price point of a game unless they really feel like, okay, this is a smaller scale game, let's charge them $50 and let's call it a day. Let's not try to fleece them 60 or 70, and with this being a cross-gen game, you know, 70 was kind of off the table, but, you know, actually, it's not. Dead Island 2 was $70, and, there've been a couple of, Diablo 4, I believe, was $70 cross-gen, so, you know, that's not even off the table, but hey, at least it's $50, especially given that October's got, like, 8 million games coming out with Assassin's Creed Mirage, Lords of the Fallen, Spider-Man 2, if you have a PS5, you know, probably 2025 for the PC version, but, I digress, and then, you know, you look at Alan Wake 2, I know that's Epic Game Store exclusive, but super excited for Alan Wake 2, loved Alan Wake 1, and there's stuff like Ghost Runner 2 that's just in there as well, Sonic, the new Sonic game, I believe Sonic Superstars, and yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage kind of kicks off that wave of crazy game releases in October, so I'm excited about it, I'm gonna play it. I know a lot of you guys are of the mindset, hey, why is this only Ubisoft Connect, and I definitely can understand that. Ubisoft has been trying to pop off with their own service recently, so we'll see how long that lasts, if they can get their subscription service, you know, promoted as well. Remember that they're really going, like, heavy on this subscription service, and EA is doing that as well, but EA's still releasing their games on Steam, which is interesting, but Ubisoft's putting AC Mirage on there, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is coming out in December, and then the new Prince of Persia game is going to be on there as well, so there's a reason to subscribe, but I know a lot of you guys are just against subscription services, which I can understand. Like, somebody pointed out, like, yeah, these services are nice if you can, like, no-life these games and finish them within that allotted month that you're paying for, but you guys, a lot of you guys have 9-to-5s, a lot of you guys have children, and beating a game like Mirage or Avatar Frontiers of Pandora in the span of a month is undoable, which I can totally understand. So it's going to vary from person to person what they want to do, but that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.